Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Georgia Southern University's Spring Commencement Ceremony. Before we begin today's celebration, we'd like to offer a few important reminders to help ensure that this morning's ceremony is comfortable for you and truly memorable for our graduates. Commencement is a cherished milestone for our graduates, their loved ones, and the entire Georgia Southern community. Many of you have traveled great distances to be here, and we are honored to have you with us for this momentous occasion. Names will be read at a steady pace to keep the ceremony moving, while ensuring that each graduate is recognized with the dignity they deserve. Every family hopes to hear their graduate's name clearly, so we ask for your support in maintaining an atmosphere of respect throughout the ceremony. While it's natural to cheer for your graduate, please keep celebrations brief, so that each name that follows can be heard just as clearly. Every graduate, from the first to the last, deserves the same attention and recognition. To help preserve the dignity and flow of today's ceremony, please keep the following in mind. Graduates should refrain from carrying signs, banners, or flags as they cross the stage. Guests are welcome to take photos from their seats, but we kindly ask that you do not block aisles. A professional photographer will take official photos of each graduate, one on the stage and another at the base of the ramp. Graduates, please remember to pause briefly on the marked X at both locations. At the conclusion of the ceremony, graduates will recess following the faculty and stage party. Guests should remain seated until all graduates have exited the field. In the unlikely event of an emergency, listen for instructions from the stage and follow guidance from University Police and stadium personnel. And finally, as a courtesy to those around you and in honor of our graduates, we ask that all cell phones be silenced at this time. Thank you for your cooperation in helping us maintain the dignity of this special occasion. Now, please rise as you are able for the processional.
remain standing as you are able for the singing of our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleam, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaked. Bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
Thank you. You may be seated. Good morning. I am Kyle Marrero, and I have the distinct honor of serving as president of Georgia Southern University. On behalf of our faculty, staff, and administrators, and especially the class of 2025, I am proud to welcome you to the spring commencement ceremony. Let me begin by offering our sincere thanks to Molly Chansey, a senior majoring in vocal performance, for the beautiful rendition of our national anthem. Great job, Molly. To our graduates, congratulations. Today, we recognize and honor your hard work, perseverance, and personal growth throughout your academic journey. The road to this moment has not been without its challenges, and your presence here is a reflection of your dedication, resilience, and strength. You have every reason to be proud, and we are equally proud to celebrate with you. Let us also take a moment to acknowledge those who have supported you along your journey. Graduates, I ask you now to turn, wave, and thank the family members and friends who have encouraged you and helped you reach this important milestone. Thank you, Mom, Dad, Grandma, Grandpa, everybody that's here. So glad you're here. This commencement is indeed a meaningful milestone, not only for each of you personally, but for the entire Georgia Southern community. This semester, we are proud to confer degrees on approximately 4,400 graduates, awarding associate, bachelor's, master's, specialist, and doctoral degrees. Before we move into our speaker presentation, I'd like to highlight a few items in the program. The members of our platform party are listed on page 15, and on page 5, you'll find our university values, mission, and vision, foundational commitments that define who we are and why we gather here today. You see, at Georgia Southern University, these values are not simply statements on a page. They are the principles that guide everything we do. Every decision we make and every effort we undertake is grounded in our commitment to collaboration, academic excellence, discovery and innovation, integrity, openness and inclusion, and sustainability. We strive to make a global impact through our students, faculty, staff, and alumni, and we are steadfast in our belief that every individual in our community plays a vital role in advancing our mission. Fundamental to that mission is our faculty. These educators and scholars serve as mentors, guides, and lifelong influencers. Each graduate here has a story about a faculty member who challenged, encouraged, or inspired them, someone whose impact will echo far beyond the classroom. I ask now that the faculty of Georgia Southern University please rise. Graduates, please join me in thanking these dedicated individuals for the lasting difference they make in your lives. Thank you, faculty. You may be seated. Now, It is my pleasure to welcome to the podium a student leader who has been deeply engaged in campus life and dedicated to representing the voices of our students. Please join me in welcoming Mr. Shaheem Johnson, who graduated yesterday, who's president of our Student Government Association, as he offers congratulations to the class of 2025. Shaheem?
Hello, everyone. My name is Shaheem Johnson, and I'm honored to stand before you today as the Student Government President for the last time. This moment isn't just about closing a chapter. It's about recognizing the journey we've taken, the challenges we've overcome, and the legacy we've carried forward as Georgia Southern Eagles. As we prepare to walk across the stage, we do so as one of the last graduating classes to witness the iconic Freedom Flight in Paulson Stadium. Freedom, our beloved bald eagle, wasn't just a symbol, he was a living embodiment of strength, spirit, and unity that defines Georgia Southern. He soared above us, reminding us that no matter the storm, we could too rise above. Though he may no longer take flight, his legacy lives within us forever. As we leave this university, we carry on the same resilience, the same determination to rise higher, to push forward, and to never back down. Georgia Southern has taught us what it truly means to soar beyond. We faced trials, setbacks, moments of doubt, but we never gave up and we never stopped pushing forward. Soar beyond isn't just a phrase, it is a mindset. It is about breaking barriers, defining limits, proving ourselves in the world that we are capable of greatness. Today is not the peak of our journey, it's the launch pad for everything that comes next. Now, in the words of Coach Irk Russell, if you don't have the best of everything, make the best of everything you have. That is what we've done. We've made the best of every challenge, every opportunity, and every moment here. And we'll continue to do so as we step into the world beyond this campus. So together, we stand together as one last time as students of Georgia Southern University. Let's send our voices soaring across every corner of this campus. Georgia! Georgia! Whose house? Whose house? Congratulations, class of 2025. Go out there and keep soaring beyond.
Thank you so much, Shaheem. And Shaheem starts as a teacher in the Effingham County Public School System this fall. We're so proud of you. Graduates, guests, and friends, it is now my honor to introduce today's commencement speaker, someone whose service, leadership, and heart have left an indelible mark on our university, our nation, and the people he continues to serve. Brigadier General Vincent Buggs, retired from the U.S. Army, is a proud Georgia Southern alumnus and a decorated military officer whose 3 decades of service includes awards from around the world. Among them, the Legion of Merit and the Distinguished Star of El Salvador. He's also an educator, a motivator, and a mentor. Since retiring, he founded organizations that help individuals unlock their purpose and potential, living proof that leadership doesn't stop at retirement. General Buggs is a true eagle, someone who leads with conviction, inspires with clarity, and reminds us what it means to serve with honor. I ask a warm Eagle Nation welcome to our commencement speaker, Brigadier General Vincent E. Buggs.
Hey, so I don't know what that was all about when, Shaheed went over and did the chant, so we need to make sure we get that right at the end because I know you guys got to sober up. I've been out in those chairs, I know. Had a rough night last night. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Georgia Southern University. I want to thank the President, the Alumni Office for this opportunity to address the graduating class of 2025. As a former student, I know it to be true. I can't remember the person that gave my graduation speech. If you ask me today, I don't know his name. And look, I was shocked because I was graduating. And there's some of you out there, I'm sure that you're surprised that you're graduating today too, so I know how you feel. And your parents are shocked. So you know what? Give a round of applause to your parents, but thank God the fees are over. Today marks the beginning of a journey that will not be easy. Graduating signifies the start of a new chapter in your life. I want to encourage you to embrace a new phrase of change. Keep it rolling. The world will always change, so it's essential to remember the lessons and experience you have gained here at Georgia Southern. Many people view my achievements as significant, but few realize that the foundation was built here at Georgia Southern, specifically on a small hill called Sweetheart Circle. In the past, Georgia Southern's ROTC department would hold its annual PT test, and we would have to run through Sweetheart Circle. However, my speech today isn't about the test. It's about the lessons I learned running that hill. Let me be clear. Life begins with failure. When you first try to walk as a child, you will stumble. Failure is your greatest teacher. Destiny is calling you today. And whether you believe it or not, you are starting to write your legacy. Just remember, failure is a critical part of your journey to greatness. One of my personal failures occurred in front of Hanner Fieldhouse, and it ended on the backside of Sweetheart Circle. Back in the day, to get commissioned in the United States Army, you have to run 2 miles. However, I never had a problem passing the PT test. I often have a problem with myself. So my challenges were myself and another cadet. That cadet always beat me. And if you know anything about the military, coming in second is a loss. I was consistently competing against myself. One summer, I chose to stay here at Georgia Southern instead of returning home to Germany. Who does that? I should have went to Germany. But no, I stayed here in Statesboro and hung out, and I took a job at the school post office, and a side job at Dingus McGee's, the watering hole of the 80s. Yeah, you give it up, baby. During that summer, I noticed one guy running in the middle of the blistering heat of the day all the time. Unknown to me, he was preparing me for my tours in the Middle East. One day I stopped him, and I asked and convinced him to let me be his battle running buddy. He agreed. However, he had one condition. I had to complete the entire 5-mile run, even if it meant I walked in every day. At the start, I could only run 2 miles before my friend would continue to run the 3 miles alone. This pattern continued for the first 3 weeks, with him waiting in front of the apartment complex with a cool drink as I dragged myself in. However, by the end of the month, I was able to keep up with him for 4 miles. By the following month, I was able to complete the full 5 miles. When fall arrived, I was running nearly 7 miles a day. I was facing my biggest challenge, passing a 2-mile run to get commissioned, and I needed to come in first place for personal reasons. Without being melodramatic, I executed my mission perfectly. I finally conquered the uphill slope of Sweetheart Circle, and I silenced my greatest adversary. During that time in my life, I developed a lifelong battle cry, keep it rolling. Now, please look at the person to your left and look at the person to your right. Let me be brutally honest. None of you will finish this race the same way. Today marks the 2-mile run for your life. Life is complex. I remember a great quote from the Friedrich Nietzsche. There will always be rocks in the road ahead of us. There will be stumbling blocks or stepping stones. It all depends on how you use them. In the coming months, you will face some significant challenges as well as disappointments that will have profound impact on you. There will be days you feel like a complete failure. This is a common experience for everyone, regardless of your social standing. You will always have to keep it rolling because the world does not wait. Your time and your opportunity to make an impact. Life always presents challenges. It's not fair, but you are shaped by the Eagle Creek water. Just don't drink it. Remember, eagles don't fly, they soar. And when a storm arises, eagles are the only birds that embrace turbulence. While you cannot change the past, you have the power to shape the future. Be kind. Take time to discover your purpose. Challenge yourself every day and strive to make the world a better place. I will leave you with one piece of advice I give my daughters. The only opportunities you will miss in life are the ones you avoid. So run the race to win this thing called life. What truly matters is not how you start a race, but how you finish. Focus on the here and now. You get one chance at life. Run a marathon, not a sprint. Just remember, you have to keep it. Keep it. Hey, I can't hear you, so you gotta sound up. Go Eagle Nation. Georgia! Georgia! Winchester, Winchester's rounds complete. Mic drop. God bless you and America.
Well, thank you so much, Brigadier General Buggs. Awesome. Thank you for sharing your powerful reflections on leadership, service, and purpose. You reminded us that the impact we make on others is certainly the true legacy and meaning of life. Now I'm pleased to introduce the university's provost and executive vice president for academic affairs, Dr. Carl Reiber, who will lead us through the remainder of today's ceremony. Dr. Reiber?
Good morning, graduate and guests. It is my privilege to be part of today's celebration. Before we begin the conferral of degrees, I am honored to continue a meaningful tradition by recognizing our graduates, our graduating cadets who have accepted a commission to serve in the United States Army. Georgia Southern's Eagle Battalion is nationally recognized for its tradition of leadership and excellence. And today we're honored to recognize these future leaders. I now invite Lieutenant Colonel Nicholas Bingham to the stage. Would the cadets being commissioned today please come forward and form a line in front of the stage? These cadets will now take the oath of office.
Raise your right hand, repeat after me. I state your name. Having been appointed an officer in the Army of the United States in the grade of second lieutenant, do solemnly swear to support and defend the Constitution of the United States against all enemies, foreign and domestic, and to bear true faith and allegiance to the same. That I take this obligation freely, without any mental reservation or purpose of evasion. That I will well and faithfully discharge the duties of the office upon which I'm about to enter. So help me God. Congratulations.
Congratulations and thank you for your service. At Georgia Southern University, our commitment to military-connected students runs deep. Our university community includes veterans, active duty personnel, members of the Guard and Reserve, as well as spouses and children of those who serve. If you are among those in our graduating class or in the audience who have served in the armed forces, are currently serving, or are part of a military-connected family as a spouse, dependent, or loved one, we invite you to stand today. We pause to recognize your sacrifice, your strength, and the many ways you've contributed to our nation, to this university community. Thank you for your service. And I will add today that our flags at half-staff, it is Peace Officer Memorial Day. And so would all those peace officers please stand to be recognized? And thank you for your contributions as well. Now let's take a moment to recognize distinguished groups of faculty members who are retiring this year and who have been granted emeritus status by the University System of Georgia's Board of Regents. Their names and accomplishments are listed in your program beginning on page 45. Please join me in expressing our deepest appreciation for their contributions to Georgia Southern University and to generations of students. I'd also like to take a moment to recognize a group of graduates who hold a unique distinction within Georgia Southern's community. These individuals have earned more than one degree from this institution, demonstrating extraordinary commitment to their education and to Eagle Nation. If you are graduating today as a double or a triple Eagle, would you please stand so that we may celebrate this remarkable achievement? Thank you and congratulations. We will now begin the presentation of candidates for our graduate degrees. The Dean of the Graduate College will now present candidates by degree, after which the President will confer the degrees. Please help ensure that every name is heard clearly and honored. We kindly ask you to hold your applause until all graduate candidates have been recognized. Dean Kraft, will you please come forward?
Hello, I'm Dr. John Kraft, and I have the privilege of serving as the Dean of the Jack N. Averett College of Graduate Studies. It is my honor to present the candidates for graduate degrees. We will begin by recognizing those earning master's degrees. As I call each degree, will the candidates for that degree please rise and remain standing? Master of Arts in Social Sciences, Master of Public Administration, Master of Science in Applied Engineering, Master of Science in Applied Physical Sciences, Masters of Science in Civic Engineering, Master of Science in Computer Science, Master of Science in Criminal Justice, Master of Science in Electrical Engineering, Master of Science in Information Technology, Master of Science in Manufacturing Engineering, Master of Science in Mechanical Engineering, and Master of Science in Psychology. Mr. President, these candidates are entitled to receive the degree for which they have been recommended upon satisfying all requirements prescribed by the university. Candidates, please remain standing.
Thank you, Dr. Kraft. By the authority vested in me by the Board of Regents of the University System of Georgia, I confer upon you the degree for which you have been recommended by the faculty of Georgia Southern University, with all the rights, privileges, and honors appertaining thereto. I ask now that the graduates please come forward to the stage, and remember, as you come across on stage left or right, to take a wonderful picture with the provost or me. Come forward.
Jack N. Averett College of Graduate Studies.
William James Immel.
Ashanti Hill. Martavius Tyvon Charlo. Erica Nicole Polk. Kim Aeo Jackson. Emily Louise Langdon. William Francis Corcoran.
Victor Paul Helgeson.
Alex Ivan Hoover.
Ellie Joseph Walker. Charles Ethan Pratt.
John Allen Mack. Sarah Michelle Oliver. Madison Mackenzie Brown. Valerie Lynette Dickerson. Abo Barton Odro. Alyssa Danielle Chapman Class.
Adam Wesley Sapp.
Aria Rochelle Lewis. Quaje Richard Bullard. Wycliffe Miles Lovelace.
Christian William Walker.
Tristan Raphael Carmichael.
Jack Charles Ime.
Harley Gray Meyer.
Tasnim Akhtar Onisha. Cade Michael Lacer. Azizat Oluwadamalola Akinola. Onaopemipo Timi Oyevole. Oluwatomilayo Anuolua Ogunfidodo. Mayowa Oladimeji Oladele.
Brittany Alexis Garcia. Tristan Robert Perez.
Charles Emmanuel Lawal. Michael William Jones. Seth Edward Morgan. Marab Hossein. George Richard Surser. Jiban Krishna Das. Roslyn Ugochi Uche Ume.
Kathleen Brooke Scherer. Emily Cannon.
Stevens Griffin Hill Jr. Jessica Eziegba Paul.
Isabella Rose Lotta Brown. Zion Marcus Dancer.
Jordan Xavier Stuckey. Kiazam Chisom Izuchukwu.
Joshua G. King. Elia Juliana Green.
Nafiul Alam Wali. Bennett Ogenovo. Akpomadaye.
Zamaria Ball. Chloe Nicole Henderson.
Emeka Samuel Igwe. Isaac Kofi Achere.
Taylor Rouse.
Can we get one more round of applause for our graduate students? As we prepare to present our bachelor's and associate's degree candidates, I'd like to begin by celebrating a few exceptional groups among today's graduates. Graduates who have earned academic honors are distinguished by outstanding academic achievements over the course of their studies. Their grade point averages reflect a sustained commitment to excellence. Will the candidates graduating summa cum laude please stand? Will the candidates graduating magna cum laude please stand? And will the candidates graduating cum laude please stand? Thank you, candidates, for your hard work. Guests, you'll hear these distinctions announced as the graduates cross the stage. We're also proud to highlight graduates from Georgia Southern University's prestigious Honors College. Among them are our Goyle Scholars. These are students who have earned the highly competitive full-ride Goyle Scholarship. Will all Honors College graduates please stand to be recognized? Thank you, and again, for your hard work. We will now begin the presentation of undergraduate degree candidates. Each college will be introduced individually by its dean. And once all these colleges have been recognized, the president will confer the degrees. To ensure every graduate's name can be heard clearly, we kindly ask that you hold your applause until all candidates from each college have crossed the stage. First up today is the Alan E. Paulson of the College of Engineering and Computing. Dean Haddad.
Good morning. I am Dr. Rami Haddad, Dean of the Alan E. Paulson College of Engineering and Computing. Will the candidates earning degrees from the Alan E. Paulson College please stand and make it loud? Mr. President, The faculty of the Allen E. Paulson College of Engineering and Computing present these candidates who are eligible upon satisfying all the requirements prescribed by the university to receive the degrees for which they have been recommended. Candidates, please be seated.
Good morning. I am Dr. Ryan Schroeder, Dean of the College of Behavioral and Social Sciences. Will the world-changing candidates earning degrees from the college please stand? Loudly. Mr. President, the faculty of the College of Behavioral and Social Sciences presents these candidates who are eligible upon satisfying all the requirements prescribed by the university to receive the degree for which they have been recommended. Candidates, please be seated.
All right, is everybody ready? Will all candidates for undergraduate degrees please rise? By the authority vested in me by the Board of Regents of the University System of Georgia, I confer upon you the degree for which you've been recommended by the faculty of Georgia Southern University, with all the rights, privileges, and honors appertaining thereto. Will the first row of candidates please come forward? All other candidates, please be seated until your row is ushered forward. And graduates, as you come onto stage left or right, please pause to take a picture with the provost or me. Come forward.
Allen E. Paulson, College of Engineering and Computing. Trip Wayne Skaggs. Andrew Paul Rogers III. Lester Hertalt, Jr. Sarah Angelica Smith, magna cum laude. Omar A. Luna, cum laude. Walter Curtis Schumann III. Aaron Jesse Long. Dalton Blake Meeks, magna cum laude. Brandon Rodney Williams. Cameron J. Brown, cum laude, Honors College Scholar. Brantley Helton Baker, cum laude. Trevor Scott Taylor. Braxton Lee Harris. Michael D. Snipes. Sean Watley. Brandon Cole Crisp. Carolyn Marie Willard. Ethan Orion Ulmer. William Grant Roach. Jet Alexander Jones. Joseph Paul Johnson, Jr. Tyler Mason Barnett. Garen Dwayne King, summa cum laude. Elijah S. Haverdink. Mason James Bruning. Austin J. DeVito Spiro, Taylor Alexander Reese, Andrew Michael Yeager, Jenna N. Malloy, summa cum laude, Jacob M. DeBevick, magna cum laude, Melody Nicole Giberson, cum laude, Grant Lamar Davis, Madeline Anna Banks, summa cum laude, Robert Caden Fortner, Jamia Janaea Kemp, Shelby Nicole Audie, Jalen Christopher Wilson, Jensen Randall Collins, Wyatt Christopher Borkowski, Tajomari Mitchell, Trevor L. Collum, Christopher Luke Corbett, Noah C. Shook, Benjamin Thomas Trofimuk, Logan D. Norris, magna cum laude, Makai Andre Butler, Daryl Fernando Jarrett, Logan A. Yeomans, Michael Zachary Landis, Brian Gabriel Rodriguez, cum laude, James Timothy White, Brennan Luke Todd, Anthony Yai Besson, Andrew Stephen Clark, Benjamin Morgan Matt, Caden Wesley Candler, Christopher Brock Hammond, Megan Sky Abel, Ryan Christopher Walker, William S. Garman, Stephen Crane Suto, cum laude, Tyler L. Toraya, William John Halliburton, summa cum laude, Dylan Matthew Cartmel, Sydney Amia Wright, Hunter Tristan Schrader, Jeremy Douglas Glidewell, Dalton Bryant Smith, Dylan A. Cox, cum laude, Anthony S. Irwin,
Campbell Clark Passmore,
Richard Kobe Ringel, Manasseh Abner Pertel, Patrick Bernard Wesby Jr., cum laude, Jason D'Alessandro Hernandez, Brett Landon Zerbal, summa cum laude, James Landon Schenkel, Miguel Angel Loza, cum laude, Hannah Grace Miller, cum laude, Corbin Curtis Brooks, Annie Imari Mitchell, Tiffany Marie Fadgen, William C. Smith, cum laude, Honors College Scholar, Garth A. Daniels, cum laude, Matthew Hunter McCrary, Clayton Edward Warren, Evan Michael Beals, Talisha Nicole Moncur, McKinley F. Fields, Stephen Nathaniel Clem, Lance H. Davis. Megan Ray Hamilton, cum laude. John Mooney Brizendine Wilson. Ty Grant Smith. Sean P. McDaniel Jr. Austin Robert Marley. Rachel Elizabeth Brewer. Matthew S. Davidson, magna cum laude. Raylan Jazz Jones. Kyler R. Smith, cum laude. Courtney Nicole Sheely. Xander Michael Bowen, magna cum laude. Jonas Lamar Adams. William Riley Skelton. David Tripp IV. Joseph Alistair Robertson. Jordan S. Ward. Jackson D. Proctor, cum laude. V.T. Luong, cum laude. Jacob Boone Petrie. Joseph Roger Kaiser. Ethan Wade Ellerby. Austin J. Cadell. Landon Daniel Huff. Jose Emigdio Espino, Jr. John Landon Dove. Jacob William Strong. Reed Allen Murray. Lawrence Joseph Almeter. Aubrey Chance Barron. James Roger Votava. Kalen Kenneth Elrod. Chase Jared Phillips, magna cum laude. Graham Alexander Corliss. Jackson Stewart McDaniel. Reese Patrick Hancock, summa cum laude. Danilo Dillard. Luke Thomas Palmer. Matthew Braden Batchelor. Alexander Harold Gant, cum laude, Honors College Scholar. William Carter Harper. Zachary Lee Swindell, magna cum laude. Jairus McCollum II. Ensley Kate Fullen, cum laude. James Thomas Hurd, summa cum laude, Honors College Scholar. Wyatt Lee Carpenter, cum laude. Thomas Neal Smith, summa cum laude, Honors College Scholar. William Cade Wilson, Honors College Scholar. Lauren Emily Perkins, summa cum laude, Honors College Scholar. Mason Patrick Sprinkle, summa cum laude, Honors College Scholar.
Aaron Andrew Welch, cum laude.
Bryston Lakin Maybros. Alice R. Rosado Moran. Musa Jello. Abdul Karim Skatrid Jane. Jacoby Tyron Williams, cum laude. Jalen E. Lee. Caleb T. Wack Bostick. Lakel Rashad James McKinsey. Coleman Harrison Drummonds, cum laude. Alyssa Faith Covington. Eli Michael Daniel. Thomas Bay Green. Jackson R. Thompson. Jamal D. Miller. Benjamin Scott Caudill. Hunter Brantley Howell. Noah Matthew Hallman, cum laude. Hunter Cross Yeomans. LCP Lappin. Forrest William Johns, cum laude. James Michael Keenan. Abraham Valencia. Andrew Joseph Dandino. Brody James Starnes. Jackson David Turpin. William Alexander Morris. Mason Andrew Sweats. Hunter Ryan Curd, magna cum laude, Honors College Scholar. Parker J. Hobson. James Patrick Giorgetti Hindi, summa cum laude, Honors College Scholar. Hunter Brent Dixon. Charles Dalton Cohn, cum laude. Marco Sebastian Moss. Devin Hunter Kelly. Nicholas Tyler Stewart, cum laude. John Gordon Owens, cum laude, Honors College Scholar. Chase Randall Wright. Christopher Mitchell Coleman, cum laude. Daniel John Fow. Mackenzie Alyssa Winkworth, magna cum laude. William Malone III. Joel Peralta Lopez, cum laude. Trenton Mills Lunn. Winston Thomas Young, summa cum laude. Jonah T. McEwen, magna cum laude. Garrett Andrew Collier, magna cum laude. Cooper A. Korn. Cameron D. Driggers. Christian Zion Bryant. Christopher Daniel Strickland. William S. Wallace. Eric Thomas Tsayer, cum laude. Emily Danielle Weaver. Mason Robert Babé. Taylor Ann Ramirez. David C. Pierce. Alisa Carolina Velasquez, magna cum laude. Cole Joseph Wooten. Pastor Gideon Balahan Olatunde. Nicholas Emerson Smith, cum laude. Noel Ivan Velez Vega, Jr., cum laude. Victoria Sturgis Meeks. Sachendra Mario Dunn, magna cum laude, Honors College Scholar. Alex Romulo. Michael Devon Thurmond Boxton. Jimmy Ortega. Tarjay Kalia Grayer. Parker E. Knorr, summa cum laude. Paul Del Castillo, magna cum laude. Brian Chase Williams. Laurent Gabriel, Julia Calac, magna cum laude. Jackson Bennett Childers. Dimitrios Payuras, magna cum laude. George Joseph Dramas Thaforth, cum laude. Michael Ayuluaba Midile Yusuf. Anna Grace Ashley, cum laude. Tyree Malik Stewart. DeJounte Alexander Robertson. Desi J. King Jr. Macy B. Ambrose. Jaden Bryce Bishop. Osasere David Irawa, summa cum laude. Scott Thomas Rhodes, magna cum laude. Salim Tomilola Dunmoye, summa cum laude. Chase Bradley Waters. Stephen P. Eason. Bo Corbett Nasworth. Jack C. Knoll. Xavier Wendell McCoy, magna cum laude. William Wise Duckworth. Dontavius Sykeen Hamilton. Marcus Allen Lane, Jr. Matthew Bennett Parker. Ian J. Smith, magna cum laude. William Nathan Baker. Larry Joe Reynolds III. Maya Serene Gould. Chester Lee Cannon III. Davis Wilson Scott. Tristan J. Holder, cum laude. Juliet Elise Muldrew. Elijah Paris Legon. Joseph Wayne Lee. Tucker Allen Hartsfield. William Johnston Ray. Joshua Grant Hornbuckle. Seth Lamar Ivy. Blas J. Lopez Cabrera. William Theophilus Ligon III. Mason Lee Rigdon. Robert Jacob Foskey. Carson Jeffrey Smith. Juan Jose Sierra. Pedro Alessandro Haranqui. Zachary Logan Tumania. Enrico Alessandro Porcella Chama, cum laude. Scott Charles Rutherford II. Roberto Andres Lopez Avelar. Hamza Khan. Michael Garrett Robertson, magna cum laude. Michael Aaron Kearse. Jalen Arthur Blevins. Grayson Charles Murdoch, cum laude. William David Garrison. Jake Nolan Garner, summa cum laude. Garrison Philip Pierce. Craig Bernard Thomas. Ronald Santiago Quintero Lopez. Calder Kyle Sturdivant. Drexel Deshaun Nimmons. Parker Danforth Neal. Rock Hudson Zion Frederick. Daniel Robert Kaber. Shane Austin Shepard. Jaden T. Haney. James Gavin Gardner, magna cum laude. Olusola Omolola Akinleye. Quinton Lamar Bird, Jr. Deontay Isaac Sappho. Kendall R. Mims. Lucas Killian McCarty. Jalen Jermaine Burton. Jamari Avante Jackson. Eliangel Martinez Reyes, magna cum laude. Thomas Edwards. Christopher Edward Galvin Wright II. Sebastian V. Griffith. Khalil Clarence McFarland, summa cum laude. Spencer Christian Knight. Amani Jalen Fairbanks. Adrian De Jesus Castro. Carl Hentia Sejur. Kalema Stubbs II. Shaylin Morris Worley.
Han Lee.
Anj Clovis Sama. Jacob Trevor Bedgood. William J. Durrance II. Taylor Murtis Jones, cum laude. Sadiq Jabari Daniel Toussaint. Emmanuel Joshua Balogan. Michael Fojade.
College of Behavioral and Social Sciences. J. Leah Anila Smith, cum laude. Caleb Scout Graham. Gianni Elia Grace. Aliyah Page Dye. Ashley Marie Williams. Taylor K. Garland. Sarah Michelle Gaddis, magna cum laude. Jordan Taylor Hull, cum laude. Shamara Lachey Johnson, magna cum laude. Tiffany Ann Irigoyen, magna cum laude. Cameron David Quick. Edward Joseph Lynch Fifth, magna cum laude. Christopher Michael De Roches. Arturo Jensen Samuels. Benjamin Allen Mincy. Danielle S. Ojong Eku. Adriana Naya Criddington, magna cum laude. Sarah Campbell, magna cum laude. Margaret Leanna Smith. Katie Clarice Dawson, cum laude. Alexa Victoria Fortin. Sarah E. Burton, cum laude. Amaya Renee McEwen, summa cum laude. Brittany Elaine Jenkins, summa cum laude. Jamie Lynn Thomas. Jessica Beth Garner, magna cum laude. Sydney Alexis West. Catherine Grace Basco. Caroline Margaret Vickers, cum laude. Lanier Marie Daughtry, magna cum laude. Sophia Grace Romeo, magna cum laude. Victoria F. Summers. Josie Chandler Turner, cum laude. Elena Reagan Alderman. Catherine Elizabeth Brown, cum laude. Abigail E. Fox. Adia Lee Karras, magna cum laude. Kamaya Niquel Howell. Margaret Grace Massey. Abigail E. Miller, cum laude. Lily Catherine Naughton. Ariel Grace Riley. Grace E. Dermody. Victoria Karp. Jacaria Lynette Beard. Audrey Caroline Moulter, magna cum laude, Honors College Scholar. Kamari Nicole Sparks. Cora Abigail Clemens. Abigail G. Spalding. Jamia Marquisia Mace, cum laude. Natalie Ann Brock, magna cum laude. Dylan T. Hunt. Joshua Bates Pinson. Emma Renee Hacker, summa cum laude, Honors College Scholar. Whitley Ashley Gatch, summa cum laude, Honors College Scholar. Asia M. Jones.
Aria Clarice Johnson, magna cum laude, Honors College Scholar.
Misharia Dantasia Williams. Blake Eva Pavri, magna cum laude. Genevieve Ann Subchalk, magna cum laude. Samuel Yama Emil Tundro, magna cum laude, Honors College Scholar. Samantha Ellen King. Sierra Lee Shoemake, summa cum laude. Lauren Elizabeth Seaman. Trista Diane Heinley, magna cum laude. Connor J. Wilson. Kaylin Alyssa Brown. Jada Vershawn Wingfield. Shelby Jana Nix. Kennel Lavonda Marie Jackson. Hannah Claire Dockstader. Brianna Lynch, cum laude. Sarah Steele. Hudson Davis Jervy. Julia Ashley Jenkins.
James Hunter Willis, cum laude.
Emma Mascaram Edwards. Ashlyn Nicole Michael, magna cum laude. Gavin West Findley. Kylie Mackenzie West. Carson Joseph Hickman. Morgan Brooke Watkins, cum laude. Chelsea Marie Whitehead. Rose Lucia Johnson. Hannah E. Abrams. Lena C. Gowen, cum laude. Rihanna Page Mock. Titus Germain Rosier. Cassie Alexis Donaldson. Madison Grace Witter, cum laude. Haley Elizabeth Tosi, magna cum laude. Jayla Renee Giddens. Ethan C. Repsher. Braden Rose Middleton, cum laude. Andrew Tiberius Skinner. Emma Jewel Mason. William Rusling Knecht. Christian Devon McAllister. Evan Alexander Kramer, magna cum laude. Destin Cale Wilkerson, cum laude. Caitlin Grace Byerly. Bradley Reed Ponder. Kayla Hope Walensky. Amari Deshay Smith, cum laude. Dylan Terry Wiggum. Kayla Rose Witt. Chloe Madison Tawes. Aiden Charles Raymond Scheel. Gabriella Jane Flaherty, cum laude. Jackal Huynh, cum laude. Jones Day Livingston. Jamel Jordan Harris, cum laude. Janari Lashai McCalla. Madeline G. English, cum laude. Joshua Ramon Cook, cum laude. Ashton Reagan Walker, cum laude. Piper N. Doughton, summa cum laude. Shelby C. Johnston. Keyshawn E. Nelson. Valerie Raquel Rains. Emma Claire Ward, cum laude. Emily Ann Hackmeyer. Megan Taylor Smith. Julian Pereira, Jr., cum laude. Taylor Ann Rogers. Brittany A. Smith. Kayla Ray Asendorf, magna cum laude. Justin Joseph Montrell Simpson. Molly Elizabeth Aiken, cum laude. Chloe Danielle Rollins. Olamide Olubusola Naya. Crystal Ayana Simone Crawford. Armani Daniel. Haley Jaden Dalton. Anna Catherine Thornton. Mackenzie Kirsten Clark. Grace Elizabeth Creemans. Kaylin F. Vlasak. Larson Sinclair Reed, magna cum laude. Bryn Marie Zabo, magna cum laude. Hensley Elizabeth Crenshaw, cum laude. Emily Elizabeth Stroud. Megan Nicole McGinnis. Catherine Lindsay Day. Catherine Taylor Rife. Antoine Lydell Shade. Sarah Jessica Jacqueline Cooper. Mark Christopher Markham Jr. Caitlin Grace Jowers. William Martin Hall. Jordan Hope LaBelle, cum laude. Courtney Simone Pinder. Carly K. Baker. Janaea Alexis Marie Lawrence. Morgan Taylor Wood. Kennedy Abriana Williams, summa cum laude. Kate Ann Krowetsky. Carly Marie Mott, magna cum laude. Brianna Daly O'Brien. Jessica Michelle Fernandez, summa cum laude. Abigail Riley O'Brien. Sydney Lauren Bishop. Macy Grace McVeigh. Sadaya A. Withrow. Sarah Ann Melton. Kayla Christine Stegall. Christian Paul Major. Thomas James Weidman. Elizabeth Rose Shook, Megan Elizabeth Rowland, Emily Morgan Anderson, cum laude, Isabella A. Federesin, Michael Dalius, Jordan Jackson, Nyasia Chantel Jones, magna cum laude, Jordan Malik Vincent Barney, magna cum laude, Cornelius L. Robinson, Dylan Paul Montanari, Jaleesa N. Way, Cheyenne Marie Chance, Amari Mariah Kincaid, Kate Amelia Isaac, Haley Ann Vorobel, magna cum laude, Taja Brianna Lawson, cum laude, Kalila Janae Henderson, Lamaya Riandra Williams, Elena Louise Hendricks, Emma Grace Fayette, Erin Denise Hendricks, Jordan Page Johnson, cum laude, Matthew Cole Avra, cum laude, Adam E. Harvey, summa cum laude, Deani Jai Von Wallace, Kaylee Ashby, Shelby Marie Dollar, summa cum laude, Victoria Ashley Carter, Ella Marie Anderson, Margaret Jane Riggs, summa cum laude, Olivia V. Cannon, Mary Caitlin Kennedy, Holly Lane Hazelwood, Peyton Hayes Bebo, Abby K. Ruffin, Olivia Karis Hinson Allen, Abby Fry Vaughn, magna cum laude, Shonisha Quenetta Lanier, Caden Elizabeth Fleming, Andrea Denise Porter, Alia Abigail Rivera, Joseph Alexander Jeffers, Amani Lachey Howard, Nathaniel Vincent, summa cum laude, Emma Grace Faust, Tanner Charles Reese, Charles Zaire Malone, Titus Nathaniel Becker, magna cum laude, Ashley Clark Moon, Ethan John Gary Dirham, Kiana E. Holmes, Emily Kate Arnold, summa cum laude, Haley Hughes Smith, Carmen Marie Beaver, Tania Ashana Jackson, Jennifer Rose Bennington, Kaya Joy Dixon, summa cum laude, Hayden Reed McAdams, Feng Jia Q, magna cum laude, Morgan Elizabeth Johnson, Maria Jose Guajardo, Sedavian Monte Hicks, magna cum laude, Honors College Scholar, Angelique Antonia Vargas, Selena Maria Sharman, summa cum laude, Julia Elizabeth Strickland, Emily Madison Hyson. Callan Margaret Caldwell, cum laude. Caligan Kenzie Mitchell. Malie Claire Caldwell. Allison Marie Stewart. Caroline Judith Halfon. Xavier Dwayne Young. Kendall C. Thomas, magna cum laude. Megan Catherine Page Johnson. Jordan Riley Light. Caitlin Grace Stout, magna cum laude. Duncan Christopher Wood. Anna Elizabeth Austin, cum laude. Olivia Danielle Mercer. Sarah Catherine Crawford, cum laude. Jakayla Ashanti Jordan, cum laude. Aaliyah Janae Thomas. Peyton Alice Whitley. Rachel Audrey Coppin. Emma Faith Worsley. Trinity Elise Nettles. Fiona Gardner. Sabrina Marie Rutledge, cum laude. Emerson Lee Blanchard. Alyssa Jade Speed, magna cum laude. Anna Claire Gowdy. William McCorkle, magna cum laude. Sarah Powell Griffin. William T. Mendoza. Diana Carlota Ruiz, summa cum laude. Anna Rose Spencer, cum laude. Omar A. Morris, magna cum laude. Honors College Scholar. Jordan Michelle Newman. Rachel Mackenzie Moore. Hutch Stephen Tanner.
Anasia Janelle Clark.
Leah F. Cutts, cum laude. Kendall Bridget Glisson. Alexander S. Dawkins. Lily Madison Rush. Karen de Jesus Garcia Chimal. Elizabeth Ann Daniel. Raymond Toriante Lambert Nichols. Ari Anna Gann, cum laude. Hansel Bernie III. Jacob William Woods. David Andrew Cox. David C. Harris, summa cum laude. Amalia Jonay Hoagland. Tariana Zariah Grace. Cassidy Grace Meeks. Lily Mae Knight, magna cum laude. Haley Michelle Roth, magna cum laude. Natalie C. Hurd, magna cum laude. Emma Kathleen Osborne, magna cum laude. Jordan A. Bunch, cum laude. Whitley May Fussell, cum laude. Emily Gail Bodenrader. Kisai Cheyenne Domingo. Ziana Natisha Nicole Morgan, magna cum laude. Kaledrin Alona Barron. Tatiana Lene Mack, Kayla Renee Ramey, Noelle Lanice Saffold, Aldana Gomez, Tavian Jamal Vogt, magna cum laude, Honors College Scholar. Annalise Amparo Burks Brown, cum laude, McKenna Blaine Bentley. Amari Christina Anderson, Christopher Thomas Santo. Keelani Christina Cox, magna cum laude, Tavana T. Brown. Jayla Monet Green, Kayla Renee Melson,
Diamaya Coriana Rumpf.
Kasati Najia Howard, Kristini Aaliyah Gray,
India Najee Hill, cum laude.
Brianna Gail Mansell, cum laude.
Beatrice Olawakami Fushina, magna cum laude.
Demetrio Ulises Portillo, Haley Marie Day, Camelia K. Darasaw, Layla Damaris Josie, magna cum laude. Autumn Mallory Smith, cum laude. Olivia Faith Saunders, Caitlin Michelle McLeod, summa cum laude. Chloe Marie Bean, magna cum laude. Terrence Keon Lewis Jr., Christopher A. Barry II, cum laude. Jaya Samari Wynn, magna cum laude. Jennifer Grace Clowry, Sireya Javan Wynn, magna cum laude. Catherine Grace Vansward, Genivie Nyaria Dixon, Chloe Elizabeth Sells, magna cum laude. Amari Alexandria Douglas, Amari Ryan Coleman, Kalia Greenock, Lydia Mae Dunn, Rachel Whitley Keene Phillips,
Darby Ann Young.
Zykeem Hassan Gardner, Logan Denise Brown, Caden Daniel Montgomery, Rachel Michelle Williams, Anna Lisa Franklin, Alasia Imani Mitchell, Maya Kiana Fulton,
Jayla Nicole Tucker.
Deja Ilana Collier, Kirsten Raquel Lowe, Shania Lanique Pinkney, Sarah Madison Chance, cum laude. Brooke Jeannie Chu, Jessica E. Dunn,
magna cum laude.
Haley N. Baker, cum laude. Jocelyn Diane Lopez Guerra,
Cum laude. Honors College Scholar.
Quanesha Anaya Green, Emisha Boatwright, DeQuavius DeQuan Pitts, Caleb Ajani Monsanto, Destiny Jania Lyde, Michaela Taishun Turner, Presley Hogan Langford, Israel Alexis Broomfield, Morgan Denise Triplett, Aveline Brianna Cartagena, Abigail Rose Mock, Barididum Pony,
This concludes the formal conferral of the degrees, and for those of you who stayed, you get extra accomplishment. Thank you for that. In just a moment, I will ask you to rise for the singing of our alma mater, followed by the recessional. But first, graduates, listen up. This is very, very important. There is one final tradition. It is now your privilege to move the tassel on the mortarboard from the right side to the left side, signifying your official status as graduates of Georgia Southern University. Family and friends, it is my great honor to present to you Georgia Southern University class of 2025. Congratulations. Now, graduates, in this moment, you've officially joined a global network of Georgia Southern alumni, leaders, change makers, and lifelong Eagles. Before we close today's ceremony, we want to take a moment to look back on your journey and look forward to what comes next. So let's turn our attention to the screen for a short message from your Eagle Nation family.
From the moment you first stepped foot on your Georgia Southern campus, your journey has been anything but ordinary. You've met every challenge, seized every opportunity, reached every milestone, and proved again and again that Eagles are built to rise. At Georgia Southern, you've been a part of something bigger, driving innovation, discovering breakthroughs, and asking bold questions that shape the world around us. Beyond the classrooms and labs, you've discovered something just as lasting. Lifelong friendships, unforgettable memories. One more time! And a global family of alumni who will always have your back. This is Eagle Nation. Today, you don't just graduate, you take flight. Your degree is a passport to possibility, stamped with determination, with knowledge and heart, and the spirit of freedom who inspired us to soar. His legacy lives on in each of you as you ascend into the future, beyond where you could have imagined. No matter where you land, Eagle Nation stretches far and wide with fellow Eagles ready to connect, collaborate, and celebrate with you. Because the journey doesn't end at commencement. It only changes altitude.
Now please stand as you are able for the singing of our alma mater, which will be followed by the recessional of the stage party and faculty. Today's alma mater will be led by Molly Chansey. Again, graduates and guests following the recessional, we encourage everyone to proceed to the exits in an orderly fashion and reunite with families outside of the stadium. Molly, please lead us in the alma mater.
treasured in sin.